Hey there, everyone, and good Monday evening. We're back. It's Weather for Weather Geeks Time, the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast. We're going to really geek out this evening to what should be a pretty busy week weather-wise for a change. We've had like a month off, really, from true winter weather. We had a fair amount of winter weather in the second half of November, and then the pattern changed in December, and it's just been snooze and cruise ever since. So even though I'm not a big fan of the snow and the cold, I'm a little bit thankful to have some interesting things to talk about weather-wise here over the next few days and into the weekend as well. So let's get right to it. It's too warm for any snow for now. Temperatures continue to rise this evening. It's been a slow go of it, but as expected, we're going to reach our high late in the day today, well up into the 40s. Some showers pushing through when I recorded this video at about 10 after 7 this evening, and showers will kind of come and go as we head through the next couple of hours. Our showers tonight will be most numerous this evening, and then they'll taper off as we head through the overnight hours, and the warmer air is on the move. We're up to 44 at 7:12, but 57 in Columbus, 58 in Cincy. It's pushing 60 in Southwest Ohio this evening. We're not going to get quite that warm here tonight, but we'll see temperatures close to 50, I think, by daybreak tomorrow morning. In the meantime, on the back side of this, we have quite a bit of wind filtering into the upper Midwest, where wind advisories are in effect. Closer to home, actually, some wind advisories up in northwestern PA and southwestern New York as well as a result of the windy weather that's coming over the next couple of days. Again, showers most numerous this evening, not much overnight, maybe a shower or two as we get up tomorrow morning. Not looking for a washout or anything, but there'll be some showers around. And I talked briefly about those winds. Generally a pretty windy period from now all the way through Thursday. But during the day on Tuesday, our strongest winds are probably later in the day, perhaps gusting over 30, maybe 35 to 40. A higher chance of 40-plus gusts from Erie up the lakeshore to Buffalo, where the wind advisories are in effect. All right, as far as our weather other than the wind tomorrow, it's going to be a warm day. We'll get into the 50s tomorrow afternoon. The first front is a sorry excuse for a cold front. This is the real cold front that will push through tomorrow evening. Ahead of it, again, we get into the 50s, gusty breeze, not a washout tomorrow, but there'll be a shower occasionally, especially as we get into the afternoon, and showers sticking around into the first part of the evening. Then back to winter. Boy, is this going to be a change. Wednesday, we're into a classic lake-enhanced, lake effect setup with winds coming in off all the Great Lakes and a good lake effect setup for Wednesday night, even in parts of Thursday, especially in the morning on Thursday. I think lake effect snow showers and flurries will continue. Wanted to illustrate the big difference between how it's going to feel tomorrow compared to just 24 hours later. Our afternoon temperatures tomorrow, probably 52 to 55 across the area. Then check out the wind chills on Wednesday. 24 hours later, it's going to feel about 40 degrees colder. That's going to be a nasty day coming up on Wednesday. We haven't had a day like that in a long time. So that's the big change that's coming our way. What about the snow? Don't get too excited if you're a snow lover. In most spots, the actual accumulations are not going to be a big story. I want to talk about impacts, though, because with this kind of an Arctic air mass and a gusty breeze and the light, powdery nature of the snow, this could be a situation Wednesday into Wednesday night, even in parts of Thursday, in which visibility can lower very quickly at a short distance. Conditions can be changeable for travelers if you're heading along the Ohio Turnpike or 76, or heading across up and down 79 in Mercer County, 11 in Trumbull County. You could go from decent conditions to borderline whiteouts on a few occasions, Wednesday into Thursday. Now, the actual accumulations are going to be pretty modest, but you don't need much, especially since, we've kind of gotten used to not having snow around. Half an inch to an inch of snow can cause just as many problems sometimes as 5 or 6 inches because of the random and scattered nature of lake effect. Accumulations, an inch to perhaps 2 or 3 in most of the area, probably less than an inch everywhere down into Columbiana County. If someone sees more than 3 out of this, it's the usual suspects. Northwestern corner of Trumbull, northeastern corner of Trumbull, close to Kinsman, and then heading over into northern and northeastern Mercer as well. But don't get too caught up in the numbers here. There's going to be a lot of wind, and so the snow is going to be blowing around, and it'll be tough to really, get much of a measurement anyway. But the actual numbers are going to be pretty modest. Just pay attention if you're going to be on the roads, particularly late Tuesday night, all day Wednesday, into Wednesday night, parts of Thursday as well, because conditions can be changeable. All right, a calmer day coming up on Friday. Then I think there's more snow on the way for the start of the weekend. Now, I don't think this is all the snow in the world, and this is the European model I'm showing you here. There's a model difference today with regards to this weekend situation between the European and the GFS model. And that's no surprise 5 days out. Oftentimes when we're talking about snow in the winter, you're going to hear me say, there's some model disagreement. It's a pretty common thing 5 days out. Both of our major medium range models have snow on Saturday. It's just a matter of how much. The European modeling is a much flatter, weaker solution, suggesting there's a period of light snow during the day Saturday. You know, this is, if the European's right, this is an inch, maybe two. Not a real big ticket item. Now, the GFS model, which I'm not showing, is more robust and would suggest it might be kind of a bigger deal on Saturday. I lean towards the European right now, but stay tuned for that. I do think it snows on Saturday. It's just a matter of how much. All right, it's Monday evening, so it's our twice-a-week check-in with the long-range European modeling. And the overall idea here is there's our cold shot coming our way. Well, here's our cold shot right here, the current one. And then as we go into the middle of next week, I think we start to warm up again. And we probably have another warm spell coming in a couple of weeks, right around the 19th to 20th or so. Then, as we go into the last stages of January and into February, we've been singing the song all, throughout the course of the last few months. And this was part of our original winter forecast that February would be quite a bit colder. And I don't see any evidence that that will be wrong. Our winter forecast so far hasn't been great, but the idea that February would be our month for the most cold and potentially, possibly the most snow, I still think that's on track. There's nothing in the long-range guidance that sways me from that. That's a pretty cold signal this far out as we go into February. So, there's a lot of winter left. We're going to get a dose of it this week, and we're going to, I think, turn pretty cold at the end of January and into February. Today's only the 7th day of January. I know we've had a month off from winter, but boy, we live in Northeast Ohio and Western PA. There's a lot of winter left. So we're not gonna call the winter done just yet. That's it for tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here on Tuesday evening.